Hey there everybody, onurubu here, returning with more ZTD. Now, there's there's one locked fragment for every team. And the only new thing I have yet to do, wait, what's this? Okay, this is the force quit, okay. The only new things that I have yet to do are the force quit stuff, as well as this one fragment. So we're gonna do this one. And yeah, let's just go right ahead and do this and see what happens. I don't know if I'll finish the game, this recording. There seems to be a decent amount, and I don't want this recording to be too long. Maybe I'll do a dedicated thing to... Anyway. But I'll see. I just want to record today. Haven't recorded in a while. Been really busy. Q. Oh, ominous. Very ominous, of course. Sean. I know your name now, Sean. So I'm assuming this is the timeline. Yeah, just after Carlos gets killed. And now we see, like, what happens in this situation.
Why? Why?
Cause Eric, oh god, when did I forgot about this. Vive Hodie. Huh, okay, I forgot about that. Cool, I forgot completely about that. But yeah, so Eric, why? Because Eric is an impulsive piece of shit who doesn't listen and does stupid shit. Do I have any? Okay, cool. I have files to look at. The murder 17 years ago, 1. 17 years ago, a young mother went jogging in the park. She reached a fork which usually goes right, but on this day she decided to go left. Why? Because there was a snail on the path. No one knows why she avoided the snail. Was she afraid of them or felt a sense of danger from it? Whatever the case may be, the snail caused her to switch to the left path. As a result, she was killed by a girl. She was killed by Mira. The suspect who was taken into custody, a Japanese man, was not the culprit. He was falsely convicted and executed, and his wife committed suicide in her grief. The two left young children behind. The convicted man called a taxi before his arrest, but the taxi ended up picking up another fare instead, a brilliant surgeon. However, the car became involved in an accident, killing the surgeon as well as the young boy who was waiting for an operation by the surgeon. If that snail hadn't been on the right path 17 years ago, what would have happened? Life is simply unfair, don't you think? It is a very interesting thing to think about. Now, is it all true? I'm assuming it's all true. How much do we know about it? No clue. Anagram. Cool. This must be fate. Fate? Diana smells weakly from the bed at Sigma's question. Don't remember? You told me that yourself. Me? I never said it. If it really was me, then... Yes, the Sigma who was 67 inside. Diana shifts her frail hand closer to Sigma, and he gently grasps it between his own. The Sigma before her is not the one who was trapped in the shelter. It's the same body, but a different consciousness. On April 13th, 2029, Sigma was at the headquarters of Crash Keys. His eyes and arms replaced with robotic ones. Why can't I read? His eyes and arms replaced with robotic ones. There, the young Sigma returns to his bodies from 45 years in the future and begins to carry out Akane's instructions. How many years has it been since you came here, Diana? A little over 3, I think. I followed you here in May 2029. A violent coughing fit takes over after she speaks. Sigma helps her sit up and softly pats her back until it subsides. Why didn't the medical pod work? I told you, it's fate. Diana's skin is deathly pale, but her eyes still shine with life, just like a child's. I've always dreamt of coming here. Did you know that? Diana is the name of the goddess of the moon. I wanted to do this ever since I was little, so I'm perfectly fine dying here. What are you saying? I've been able to spend the last 3 years living with you, Sigma. I have treasured every moment. Sigma lowers his head, his expression pained. Please don't make that face. You don't need to be sad. In the year 2074, you will shift back to Christmas 2028, and the next day, old me will head to the decom facility in the Nevada desert and meet you. Diana nods. Sigma closes his eyes and shakes his head. That's not it. I mean, I'm in love with the you. His declaration stops as Diana's lips close over his in a kiss, and the rest of his words are lost. After a moment, Diana murmurs, "Must be a wonderful future, the future where we found each other. In 2028. Sigma holds on to her tightly, aching. Heartfelt sobs echo within a cold, silent world. This is extremely interesting. I don't know how to pass that. So, how many files do I have left? Decent. Wait, not a decent amount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just 9. Okay. I don't know how to pass this. So, this is in the timeline where Diana causes the apocalypse. And so, Sigma and Diana didn't get together in this one. What instead happens is they go outside, and then a couple months later, they meet up again, and then they spend time together in this timeline, and then they fall in love with each other as like young Sigma and like normal age Diana, and then Diana dies, and then Sigma from the future goes back in time to meet the original Diana, but because it's young Sigma who met it's okay.
Shut up! He was trying to make me look the fool.
This is exactly how I'm looking, trying to make sense of those files.
He probably figured I wouldn't shoot. Looks like he figured wrong.
I think he basically understood.
No! No!
Don't shoot him again.
Cut that out, Eric.
That's unnecessary.
I won't stop. Not until you're all dead.
This is Eric. You're an idiot, asshole, piece of shit.
Didn't I say already?
Scum.
Because one of us is the one who killed Mira.
So you're including yourself.
It's you, isn't it?
Why? Why him?
I told you, it's not
You're gonna have to prove it.
proof. I don't have any.
Then I'm killing you.
Don't kill him.
Wait! Please wait!
Damn, good voice acting.
I know. Maybe.
Maybe you can't kill Mira because you're a robot and therefore you can't harm a human? I don't know. But no, we've killed people already in other timelines.
Maybe what?
Maybe if I take this helmet off, I think you'll understand then.
So, your face will prove your innocence? Fine. Take it off.
We're just gonna see him headless. It's gonna be insane.
The number for this is... I think it's...
Okay, 61404091. Wait, is that it? Bro ain't got no head.
What? Are you serious? It can't be.
Holy shit. Why is it called Schrodinger's cat, the achievement?
Yeah. I'm
A computer.
not human.
That makes you even more suspicious.
No,
I mean...
it's because I'm not human that I can't...
If you're gonna bring up Asimov's laws of robotics,
mean?
those are a work of fiction.
My blood, it's white,
Okay.
not red.
And...
So what?
yeah.
Remember how Mira had some skin and blood
Okay,
under
cool.
her nails?
Got it. Logic. Forgot about that detail.
Wait, Well, I guess you wouldn't because of the memory loss, but...
No. You're right.
Bro used logic that I completely forgot
When I
about.
tried to revive Mira, I took a look at her.
Then you realized... I think the skin and blood is that of the killer.
So
Before
the
Mira
killer...
died, I think she did her best to resist.
So the killer has
I suppose
resistance
you're right,
wounds
then.
on them.
You didn't kill her. But no. It doesn't change the fact that you existing is suspicious.
What?
I mean, come on. Why is a robot here?
Bro, why are you so
Well-
petty and stupid? Diana looks terrified, Jesus.
Because Zero brought me in.
What the?
Zero created me so I could support him in this game.
Yeah, we're basically his assistant. We're basically taking
I
the
knew it!
position of Luna from VLR.
Wait, Eric! Out of my way! I'm gonna kill him!
Please, just calm down, Eric.
Shut up!
If what he said is true, then he would be able to tell us who Zero is.
I mean, the thing is, he can tell us who Zero is, but I think Zero is Delta, a person who none of us know. Well, two of the people here created that person, literally. In this room, he was created, conceived. But still...
Do you know?
I'm pretty sure I know. I'm pretty confident.
Fine. If you know, then tell me right now who the real Zero is. What's the name of the bastard who locked us up and forced us to take part in this messed up game?
Difference. Change.
Zero.
One of the
Zero's
letters of the Greek alphabet.
name is-
Fourth or fifth? Don't remember. Alpha, beta, gamma, delta? I think it's the fourth. What is Zero's real name? I kind of wanted to put a Kane. But no, let's go with the right answer first. Let's see. It's Delta. Whoever the fuck this Delta person is, it's Delta. It's Delta.
Zero.
Is Delta.
The real Zero is...
Yes, I've entered it already. I've done the heartbeat decision time. Stop pointing at me.
You, Delta.
Stop pointing at me. This is creepy. This is the second time this has happened.
Delta?
I've heard that name
Yes,
before.
he's your child. You gave birth to
Yeah.
him. And he
Me
put
too.
the him into you.
Oh, yeah. You guys wouldn't know. Because you transported into this history.
Oh, would you stop yapping, Sean?
What?
This old man's name is Q.
What?
That's right.
What? What
That's
the?
what he was called at DCOM.
Why have we
Yeah,
never...
I called him that. And Mira.
Huh?
She always called this man Q, too.
I am so
Then-
confused. What? What is happening? Has he just been here the whole time? Like, why has nobody acknowledged him? It's so weird. What? Oh, or has he just been like an invalid the whole time? Like, just... So everybody was ignoring him. Oh, bro looks cool as hell, honestly.
He stood. This guy totally stood.
You're completely correct, Sean. My real name is Delta.
Okay, hello, new
He spoke.
character.
I thought you were supposed to be deaf.
Okay, and here
Why
we are.
have we never been...
All of you will be
Why
living
has he
together
never been
here
brought up
in the
before?
decom facility.
And we just never acknowledged him, ever?
The old man in the wheelchair, too?
Uh-huh. His name is Q. it should be obvious, but he can't walk. What's more, he can't see or hear either.
He can't hear.
Nope.
But then why?
Strangers living together on Mars for an extended period of time? What kind of problems would that bring? How would the subjects figure out solutions to the resulting troublesome situations? According to the DCOM staff, that's what the experiment was trying to determine.
Like the chair-bound old man.
Sorry, what am I taking in now? What is this twist? On Mars, what kind of algorithm? How would the subject figure out solutions to resulting troubles? That's what the experiment was trying to do. Like chair-bound old man.
Put us in a difficult position on purpose. To observe how we get out.
So, you're saying it
It's all a lie.
And your eyes.
They work, his ears work. What the bro? What's up with that?
This is...
There are a large variety of security cameras in place.
Oh, those are the
throughout
same
center.
sunglasses we had in
A
the...
feed of
in
all
the
the
other
footage
buzzer room.
is fed in, and they all appear there.
So, you used that to spy on us the whole time.
Okay, just give me a second. Status. Q. Okay. We still haven't gotten a thing for him.
Yes, I did. However, it is limited to those histories where I am alive.
Alive?
histories?
Hey, Sigma, go take off his
Why,
clothes.
why are we stripping the old guy, huh?
Just hurry and do it.
He's cold. Maybe he's
There
gonna
is
get
no
sick or
need.
something. I don't fucking know.
This is what you wanted to see, correct?
Okay, so you just killed him.
You
Okay.
bastard!
Hold on, don't do it, Eric!
If you shoot, we won't be able to ask him anything.
So, was it you who killed Junpei too?
Now the thing I'm wondering is, did they ever refer to Q as Q outside of, like, outside of the what you call it, the intro or not? I don't know. Like, where did we hear that he was called Q? I'm trying to remember. It's been ages since I started the game. I'm trying to remember where we learned that Q, the robot boy, Sean, where were we first told that his name is Q? I don't remember that.
No. Mira was the one who did that.
Bruh.
What?
Yeah, Mira's a fucking serial
She
killer.
was, in a sense, a collaborator. She was a necessary element of my plan. But it wasn't that I gave her a specific set of orders.
You just gave her a bunch of
I
people.
simply let her
Yeah,
roam free
And
do
her
as she
natural
pleased.
instinct is to just kill people.
Oh, I did exempt her from the
Oh.
drug injections.
Then why? Why'd you kill Mira?
She's a serial killer. The Heart Ripper.
Eric, did you know
Many
about this?
innocent people lost their lives because of what she's done.
Yes, and many people have now died because of what you've done
I
as well.
only gave her her due punishment.
What are you talking about? Stop bullshitting me!
Nah, he's right.
It's
Your,
the truth.
your girlfriend's a fucking
In another
psychopath.
history, you and Diana and Sigma were all murdered by her.
And Phi?
Shut up! You're just making shit up! I will never believe you! There's no way my angelic Mira would ever... Ah!
No, Eric! Don't shoot!
Don't.
We haven't asked him everything yet.
Shut up! I don't care!
Get that fucking
The
gun
X
away
door
from
will
him.
never open again!
It'll open.
now
Of course it
he's
will.
about to tell us it won't.
What?
So, should we ask him how?
He's
Right.
just he's
The
just
old
gonna
man.
tell us that it's
Delta.
not gonna open. He's just gonna be like, nah, bro, like I live by the rules I've set.
I see. I get it now.
We need this boy. I mean, Sean. He needs to get direct access to the central control computer. Is that right?
But
What?
to connect to it directly, I need to extend a cable from my neck
And what's the
and
problem
plug it
with
into the
that?
console jack that's inside. But, well,
It looks like the cover is shut.
yeah. We would need to open this first.
What's the code?
He doesn't know,
Oh.
probably.
Don't play dumb. The code to open the damn cover.
Don't say your
It's
birthday.
3808
Okay.
0832.
Okay, I'm just gonna take a quick note of that. 3, 8. Okay, I'm gonna make this red. 0, 8. Oh god, oh, 8. 0, 8, 3, 2. Okay. Yeah, I'll get what I meant.
Two.
Maybe I don't need to take that out, but we'll see.
It opened.
Now we just need to extend the cord and connect it. Okay,
Holy
It's
shit,
ready.
bro! What the
just wait a sec.
This is cool
I'll
as
open
hell, but
next.
also Eric? What are you doing?
Huh? Why?
Eric, you idiot.
No! No! My hand just...
I have no more use for this history.
Holy, bro, Delta, what are
There's
your
only
powers?
one thing left to do.
No! Wait! Don't...
Wait, Delta, what the fuck are your powers? Are you gonna make him kill himself? He's out. Oh, he's not out. What was that clicking? Oh, God. You're not gonna... You've already committed patricide. What about matricide, huh? You gonna go that far? You horrible monster?
Mom.
Hmm. That's it? Just... Well, that's an ending, I guess. Yeah, I get it. Credits. Q and 2. Bird. Why the bird? Oh, because it's the plague mask. Finish Q and 2. Save. Yes, please. Alright, so we just need C and 2. And then I've got all the endings for this fucking game. Well, like, whoa. Okay. Okay, cool. So let's look at this flowchart. Damn, maybe I am gonna finish this game today. I don't know. Let's just keep going for now. Well, time to get the bad ends. I feel like these are gonna be funny. Helmet code. Jump to here. Okay. Now that's the thing I want to think about. I'm now loading. That's the thing I'm curious about. When, like, have they been referring to the, like, Robot Boy as Q the whole time, or not? Because I don't know. Like, maybe I've just been assuming that he's been called Q. Maybe he isn't. Maybe I'm being silly or whatever. But he didn't get it right. Let's see what happens.
Crap! I don't know!
You're just gonna get shot.
You bastard!
Game over.
You're fucking with me, aren't you?
Oh, God.
What? Holy shit. Okay, well, that's simple. The thing is, what was I thinking? So, has Delta just been, like, chilling the whole time and people are just ignoring him because they just didn't care? Like, they're just ignoring him because they didn't think he was significant? Is that what's been happening? You are zero. Jump here. Oh, Eric's probably gonna have a lot of different lines to say to this, but let's see what he says. I'm gonna accuse him. Hi, Eric. It's you. You are zero. I'm gonna gaslight you into thinking that you're the real zero.
Me? So you're saying I'm zero?
Yes.
You fucking brat!
I like how every single, like, ending where you can enter a name wrong basically has been Eric with a shotgun. Eric, you're kind of just juggling around silently. You're not even laughing anymore.
Oh, screw it! I'll just kill all of you!
Just rush him! You're just gonna die anyway! Even the dog? That was... 4? Okay, not the dog.
I'm coming to you, Mira.
Okay, and there's a puddle of blood to the right there, which I'm assuming is Delta. Okay. Alright, cool. So we do the 4 squid boxes now, right? That's what we're doing? And we're gonna work backwards. I forgot who needed what. Sorry, it's been a really long time since I last played this game. Not as long as some of my other breaks, but my life's been very busy. Apologies. So I've kind of just forgotten a lot of details, but not all of them, but we'll see. We'll figure it out. So 4 squid box here. Where was this team's 4 squid? There. So they've still got a fragment that isn't a 4 squid box. Okay, now we all have that. Okay. So is everything else done here? Everything except the coin flip. Everything except the coin flip. And the 4 squid box. Everything except the coin flip and the 4 squid box. What else can I do at this coin flip? Is it just finish the game, then I'll get it? Probably, maybe? Not sure. Sorry, I'm just thinking about, like... my mind's still stuck on Q and Delta. I don't know. I'm gonna go here. I don't remember who I needed to enter this for. I forgot what they wanted from me here. Maybe I'll let it play a little bit. Status. Do I have a face here? No, it still just says Q.
Where are we?
The map.
The computers in here govern.
Why do you...
Anyway.
Oh yeah,
I
this is
think
what they
mean
wanted.
this when they say
Okay, cool. Now we're getting into the central computer. Memo 38080832. 38080832. Look, man, Delta Zero, you're the most blunt, least subtle, worst puzzle designer out of all of the ones so far. Like, I liked, like, they were still pretty good, but like, they lacked the nuance.
Now all we have to do.
They lacked the nuance. Now that I've seen your face, I can talk about you. Cool. Zero in the first game, Akane Kuroshiki. Classic, purely done out of revenge, and also to ensure it was a mixture of revenge and to ensure that Junpei would be in a situation where he was able to go back in time to save her. It was done, but it was self-preservation mostly. She was selfish, but that kind of added some like visceral feeling to the whole Nonary game. I'm just gonna call them like the games, okay? The whole game of 999. When I say game, I don't mean the video game that I played. I mean the game that the characters played. It was more visceral. The puzzles were really, really cool, and they were also like new and fresh. And I absolutely adored the dialogue scenes within the puzzle rooms of 999. Those were amazing. They never revisited those ever again in any game after 999. I don't know why. I don't know. The dialogue scenes within the puzzle rooms in 999 was some of my favorite things ever. But so yeah, Zero, Akane Kuroshiki, top-notch Zero. She was amazing. She was amazing. Really, really good puzzles, and also just a nice sense of planning and a great sense of mystery, and always feeling like things were out of reach or just beyond our knowing. But also, it also just kind of felt like it was human. Then you get fucking Zero, who was the old Sigma from Virtue's Last Reward. Best puzzles. The Virtue's Last Reward puzzles, part of what made Virtue's Last Reward one of my favorite games while I was playing it. The puzzles were fucking amazing. The Virtue's Last Reward puzzles, especially like the alternate solutions, those are some of the best like puzzle escape rooms I've ever played in any game. Still unmatched. I genuinely loved those so much. And the whole thing he set up was cruel and dark and fucking grimy, and it lacked the viscerality that Akane's 999 game had, but what it made up for was just an absolute cold and desolate, empty feeling. It felt more like 999 felt claustrophobic, while VLR somehow felt agoraphobic. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's just, it was like, I don't know, it felt abandoned, but in like a very overseer, uncaring overseer way. And Sigma as Zero was like, he felt greater than thou, holier than thou, just like above you, and he was doing it for a greater good. He believed he was better than you, and it felt like this, like it felt like you were beneath him the whole time. So Zero, Sigma as Zero was also good. Akane and Sigma as Zero, both really good Zeros in own right. Now, what I'm about to say isn't, I've been loving Zero Time Dilemma. I'm not saying the game is bad. I think this is like a very deliberate choice. Delta as Zero, he's awful. Bro's puzzles are whack. He just writes you fucking instructions with exclamation marks on like placards and just puts them around in places. Everything is messy. He's just like killing people left and right. Like for the Delta, he's like the worst Zero. And I mean that like in a way, like I don't know, I felt it was well done. I could feel that this guy was just not as elegant as the others. He was just kinda rough. He was like a vulgar Zero. Anyway, sorry, this has just been a still screen while I talked into the void, but I hope it was at least a little interesting. I just wanted to get my thoughts out on the different Zeros we've had throughout the series.
Is insert the plug here.
So where is this plug?
I think if we input the right numbers here.
What?
Wait. What do numbers for your head have anything to do with the plug for this?
He's not human. So Mira has never, ever been injected with memory drugs. Ever. So Mira knew, like, everything that was happening the whole time? That's insane. She was just going up. Oh, no, she was put to sleep. She just wasn't injected with memory drugs is what he meant. Okay, I thought he meant that she was awake every single time. No, she knew everything. She just wasn't injected with the memory drugs. Oh god.
I should just do it. You might get it then.
Stop avoiding the question.
Okay, 61404091.
Do you even know what should go there?
Yes.
The numbers are,
Also, I still find it insane that this game was originally made for the Nintendo 3DS. Like, this game looks, in my opinion, really good. So, I'm shocked it's for the 3DS, and I love the 3DS. I kind of want to play this game for the... Maybe I should replay the whole series for my own sake.
You kidding me?
On the original consoles. He's not human, yes. But this time you don't have a shotgun on your hands. Anyway, the reason I brought up the 3DS thing is I'm really curious how this game looked with the 3D mode on in the 3DS.
Eric, it's been an hour. Would you just get used to it already?
Yes, you need to.
How can I? I mean, it's a robot! For real? Could you maybe do something
Why
about
don't you
it?
do something?
is this better?
Yeah. Now the shape brings out your eyes.
So this doesn't freak you out or anything at all?
I could say the same to you.
Well, not much phases me. I'm just not that
Yes, yes.
You could have been a Martian for all I care.
Yeah, I was surprised when I first found out.
Of course,
I thought
that
my
nothing
heart
much
was in
phases
my
you.
throat.
Oh, don't mention your heart. Sorry, don't mention anything about your heart. That's gonna get her going. That phases her. That's one of the things that does phase her. Stop mentioning hearts.
You don't have a heart.
Stop mentioning
Hey,
that word.
hold on.
She's getting flustered. Look at her
Did you say when
face.
you first found out?
I meant, it happened to me before.
You're in a different
In
timeline.
the
You wouldn't get
past.
it.
In another history.
Yeah. It's above you.
Another?
I'm sorry. Like QT. Wait, a robot's name. What is this? The boy with the round helmet on his head is named Sean. He has never been called anything other than that by those in the underground shelter. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, that's what I thought. Where did we start calling him Q? When did we start calling him Q? I need to probably go back and watch my own, like, stuff. I probably need to go back and watch my own video to see when we started calling him Q. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 8 files left. But that's a really
I
good
remembered
twist.
everything
Yeah, they never called him
when
anything.
I saw what I looked like earlier.
Yep, well, there's Delta.
You see, my brain isn't located in this head. My thought center is there, inside the quantum computer. That is where I think, perceive, and send command signals to this body. For example, when I raise my hand like this, it's simply receiving a command. Just like a remote-controlled toy. Did you know? A quantum state is one where all possibilities overlap and coexist. This quantum computer, then, is able to use this state and run, say, simulations A, B, and C simultaneously. Basically, my brain is an infinite number of worlds and possibilities. So I can use that framework and,
Yeah, this is still above these people.
well, jump between other histories.
Like, as I was saying, I like Q-Team. Q-Team was very fun at the beginning of the game when I didn't know anything. I like them, they're really fun, but C-Team and D-Team are like the intellectual powerhouses of this operation. Even Carlos, who's like portrayed with the Ken doll, he's kind of looks stupid. He's still he's pretty intelligent. The only stupid person here, I would say, is Eric. Mira is not like a genius, but she knows some things. Q is smart, but like, Eric brings down the average IQ of this whole. Not that I believe in IQ, I don't. But if I did, Eric would be bringing it down. Or he'd be bringing down the average, just smartness of this team.
Oh, there's
And
no
also
way.
emotional
That
intelligence.
I could do that,
And also impulsive control.
but it's
And
possible
also
that you
just
two might be undergoing
rationality.
the same thing. There's a theory. Human consciousness may be a result of quantum effects in the brain. It's called quantum mind.
This place needs safety railings.
It's more or less suggesting a human brain is a form of quantum computer. If a specific set of conditions are met, then you too can.
Jump to other histories?
Yes, we've got a bunch of people who can do it.
This sounds like crazy talk.
The whole
You
C-Team
don't
can do
believe
it.
me?
Of course not.
Oh, I don't blame you.
Out of everybody in this cast, the only body who doesn't know how to jump is Diana, Mira, and Eric. In some form or another.
I guess I should explain everything then.
Please? Start at the beginning.
Before I begin, I need to do one little thing.
Don't let your head fall off. As I said, this place has no safety rails. It's just gonna go into the abyss.
What did you just do?
This part is freaky.
Just a little something.
This is freaky. Oh, clipping. Hello?
Nothing changed. Huh.
That we can see. But it looks like the message changed.
Yes, I started up the system earlier.
It says force quit program on standby. To initiate, 2 key items must be set. What does that even mean?
Wait, it seems like there's something else.
The key items are...
A mother's mementos?
I wonder what those
You
could
guys
be.
don't know. We will get to that later. It's alright. We can just move on for now.
This is saying we need to find them?
Not you.
Does
Others.
that mean they're hidden around here somewhere?
Not exactly.
Even if that's true, I don't think we have the time.
Damn. Guess our time's up.
Now it is time for you to sleep. When next you wake, know you will have no memory of these past 90 minutes. Pleasant dreams.
Okay. The thing is, where is Q in all of this? Because we're still Q team, right? Is anybody ever like wondering why, like, who Q is? Okay, force quit Q team, that's done. Now it's here.
What?
We hold down. And then we enter Riway Hodie. The thing is that Carlos shouldn't know this. He wasn't here, was he? He wasn't here for this.
What the hell is this?
It looks like a device of some kind.
Yeah.
Hey, look, something's appearing on the monitor.
System startup
To
required.
execute the force quit program, the central control computer must be booted.
Central control computer?
Wait, did we ever see something like that in here?
I don't think so.
If there isn't, then we're out of luck.
Dead end, huh? Hey, Carlos, how did you know that password?
It's just what happens.
I'm not sure.
What?
I don't know how I knew.
This is just a guess, but Carlos, did you possibly shift from another timeline?
Probably.
Wait, shift?
Shift.
And now we get the flashback of this. Oh yeah, this is more bloody than any other group of individuals.
Oh, so it was like that then.
Hey, come on, you're the only one to figure it.
Sorry, just could you be quiet for a second? I need to think about something.
Yeah, what do you need to think about? What? Explain yourself.
You've been sitting here for an hour, Carlos. Could you maybe share what you've been thinking about?
Do you want to know?
Yes.
I was thinking about you, Akane.
Okay, Junpei, you need to
Me?
calm down. This isn't what you
You're,
think.
well, to be blunt,
Excuse me?
really hot.
Huh?
We may never manage to make our way out of the shelter.
Junpei's,
You know what that means.
Junpei's seething right now.
I'm sorry. I'm not sure.
Carlos,
What
what's
the hell
gotten
are you
into?
getting at, you asshole?
Oh, look. A Neanderthal is trying to block my way.
If anybody is Neanderthal-like in this room, it's you, you Western European looking ass motherfucker.
What? Wait, what the hell?
What? Carlos, what the fuck are you doing?
Carlos!
Yo, what is this?
No!
Wait, whoa, what?
Stop this!
Shut the fuck up!
What the what am I looking at?
You bastard!
Holy shit, Junpei.
What the? Hey! Wait up!
Carlos, what are you doing, my brother? Like, whoa, this man is not my brother. Other previous Carloses have been my brother. This is a distant relative. What are you doing, my distant relative? Like, what's in your mind?
What the hell are you doing, Carlos?
Appealing to a very specific audience member.
I suppose I couldn't control myself.
Asshole!
What? Is that all you got?
What did you say?
That's the extent of your feelings for Akane? Huh?
Damn you!
That was a good one.
Oh,
Oh, I can tell you're finally getting fired.
oh my, what is this? Okay, what is the scene? Okay, Carlos, you are... What? What? I am dumbfounded. I'm flabbergasted. I am absolutely, like, bamboozled. I need to come up with a new one. I am crinkle-cronked. This scene has crinkle-cronked me. Like, my brain is... Like, it's ripping its crinkles. What? Carlos, you're just egging Junpei on so you can get beat up by him and now you're loving it? What the...
Over this.
Look, man, I made jokes.
You fucking asshole!
Jesus Christ. Now, yeah, Junpei is... I like that he got fired up and angry.
Carlos, are you
Why do
alright?
you care about him like that? now?
Yeah, that was nothing.
Yeah, he loved it.
Anyway. Hey, man. What do you say to a drink?
What?
To clean the slate between us. Come on.
No, you gotta explain your actions.
This one'll work fine. Ah, damn it. I blame you for this, Junpei.
What are you doing?
My hands are all shaky after your brutal punches. Sorry, but could you guys help me clean this up?
What the hell?
I have never been more confused in my life. Playing a video
Thanks,
game.
guys.
Sure.
Guys, it's almost time.
You're right.
Now it is time for you to sleep. When next you wake,
What
know
just
you will
happened?
have no memory of these past 90 minutes.
No, seriously, what
Blood
just
drains.
happened? Successfully activate the force code box. Now, what does that do? Hey, it's the whole squad! How long has this recording been going? Fuck it, we're finishing it. I'm having too much fun. Also, Carlos, explain yourself! What was that? Alright, well, there's only one way to do this. We're rolling to see who we're going with. Come on. I get a 2 Q team. Alright, Q team, show me what you got. Whole squad's here. Final decision. Let's end the game. End the Zero Escape series.
I knew it! Looks like the memories we regained are true after all.
The 3 wards were all in the same place. Then...
Carlos!
Akane, Junpei.
And Mira and Eric.
And you're Sean, right?
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
Carlos.
I'm not sure.
What happened?
Proof
Junpei
of
beat me.
friendship.
Anyway,
No!
What are you guys
explain
doing here?
yourself! I still don't know what that
According to the
was.
schedule, C team and Q team should both still be asleep.
We took
No.
a page out of your book and did what you did.
Force code box.
We used the cards to keep the bracelet needle from injecting us.
So, does that mean?
Yeah, I remember everything.
I do too. Junpei and I as well.
Over the past few hours, we got back the memories we forgot.
Well, to be more accurate, it's more like we
Connie,
accessed
maybe
the
it's not the
morphogenetic
time right
field
now.
and downloaded all of them.
Okay, but
Then
you go ahead.
you have the other history's memories too?
Now, what should be happening is
Yes.
everybody turns at once to Mira
then you're like
and beats
us.
the shit out of her.
But why?
Hold up.
Yeah,
Eric
yeah,
and I
Mira.
are different.
Yeah, because one of you is stupid, and the other of you is a serial killer who never forgot her memories.
We didn't gain memories from other histories.
Then neither of you got injected?
No, we're the same as Carlos and the
No,
others.
Mira didn't get ejected. Eric's just stupid.
I told them. Maybe I'll start from the beginning. First, so I could run the program in the Force Quit box, I accessed the central control computer. Then, I briefly turned off the communication network. That way, I stopped the surveillance cameras from sending any data to Zero. I didn't want Zero to catch on to what we were doing.
And that's when Sean let us in on the truth of what's going on here.
We went over to the transporter room and picked up 2 cards. Before the injection, we each slipped one between our wrist and bracelet.
Amazing.
Okay. Now you two make sense. But what about you, Sean?
Well, you probably already know, but I'm a robot. Being injected does nothing to me.
Then
Every time the time limit approached, I was forced to go into sleep mode.
And that's why we remembered on
Then
things.
my memories from the previous 90 minutes.
No, but you
were
remembered
deleted.
things.
I didn't want that to happen, so... You remember me saying I accessed the computer? Well, I hacked my own system too.
He said he managed to cancel the force sleep and delete functions.
What about C-Team then?
We couldn't interrupt the surveillance cameras, so we had to be sneaky instead.
Yeah?
First, Carlos pushed me down and climbed on top.
Yeah, he should have.
What? It was just an act. I was only pretending to do
Was
it.
that Sigma? Yeah, of course. Sigma, very, very valorous of you.
Carlos used that moment to whisper in my ear.
Okay.
He said to go to the transporter room and grab the cards in there.
But if I just let her go like that, it looks suspicious.
So you
Junpei
actually
and
had to
I
get beat up.
Stayed behind to get Zero's undivided attention.
Yeah, makes sense.
I casually invited Junpei to the power room.
This is what I've been thinking, is that the decision to make this game not a traditional visual novel, where the cutscenes just play automatically, I thought that was weird from the beginning. And the reason I always thought about it, I don't know if I spoke a lot about it, is because the last time that the game made a significant decision, which I thought was weird, but I mostly didn't comment on it, ended up being extremely plot important, which is in 999. Wait, no, not the last time. In every single Zero Escape game. In 999, I know the DS game is different. I don't need people telling me the DS game is different. But in the version of 999 that I played, you know, you switch between adventure mode and novel mode, and in the DS version, you have all the stuff on the top screen and the bottom screen, and one of them is always Junpei's perspective, the other one's always Akane's perspective. In the PC version I played, the adventure mode is Junpei's perspective, the novel mode is Akane's perspective. So it's played with the medium of the visual novel in order to tell a story. Now, when you get to Virtue's Last Reward, for some reason, even though 999 had amazing voice acting, when in Virtue's Last Reward, for some reason, Sigma just doesn't have a voice. And then I'm just thinking like, okay, well, if they didn't give Sigma a voice for some reason, I don't know why, but they didn't. But then, get to the end of the game and you realize it's important that Sigma doesn't have a voice because you're not meant to realize that he's old. And in this game, maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. Maybe it's not going to be that important, but I've found it so odd that it's not normal visual novel. There's fixed camera angles and it's cinematic. Maybe they are just trying to be cinematic. I don't know. But the way he says get Zero's undivided attention makes me think that everything we're seeing, like as the eyes of the gamer, is the stuff that is actually being like recorded on the security as like Zero's cameras or something like that.
You can see the results of our conversation.
You should have told me what
No,
was
but
up.
then you wouldn't have beaten him
If I
up.
had, then Zero would have figured it out. You look like you'd be a crap actor.
He is.
And after that?
We met Akane in the lounge. We hid from the cameras and each got a card from her.
sorry, but could I get confirmation on something? Everyone knows what all happened in the other histories.
So we need to
right?
kill Mira. Yes, we need to kill Mira.
Even you, Mira and Eric?
Didn't Eric say so earlier? Sean told us everything.
Did he?
But wait. Why?
Why what?
Why do we know about the other histories?
Well, that's probably...
Okay.
You want to know?
Who gave Delta a shotgun? It's a shotgun again. It's always this fucking shotgun. This is like the most Schrodinger's gun has ever gunned. It's like just.
Or maybe it's actually Zero.
Yes, of course.
You are free to call me by my given name, which is Delta.
I really want to go back to the game and find out where we started calling the Sean Q, because it's like, obviously it started at some point, right? It's not just because it was Q team. Maybe it was. Maybe I was just suggested, but it's like somebody called him Q, or I don't know. No, I don't think the game lies. I don't think anybody called him new Q ever. He has never been called anything other than that by those in the underground shop. I agree with, like, maybe that's definitely right.
You were the one who named me, Diane.
Yeah, that's your mom.
It doesn't matter. I shall answer your question. Carlos, Akane, Junpei, Diana, Phi, and Sigma. All 6 of you know that you are shifters.
That's what we're calling them in this game, okay. Not espers anymore, okay.
Think back on your path to this very moment.
And what do we discover?
Did you arrive in this history by following a normal flow of time?
No, we had to work backwards.
No, of course you didn't. You jumped in from another history using your shift abilities. And it wasn't just this once. You have been shifting.
Alright, this was the main plot of Virtue's Last Reward.
One point in space-time.
But
to another.
The thing is, yes, we already did this in Virtue's Last Reward.
Took chances, much like jumping from one tree branch to another. You have forgotten that fact, perhaps as a result of the medicine, or as one of the side effects of shifting. Regardless, your memories have been kept firmly intact within the morphogenetic field. It is simply that the 6 of you regained the memories of those times. One small trigger, and the levee preventing you from remembering collapsed. Sean is a similar case. However, his thought center is located within the quantum computer, so I suppose it's slightly different from you.
What about me and Mira?
You guys are...
You are both like me, in that we do not have the ability to shift.
You don't?
And what ability do you have?
I have another power instead.
Telekinesis? Psychokinesis?
The power to mind hack.
Mind hack?
Mind hack?
My controller, please. Sorry, I had to pause my recording, and then I accidentally resumed the game without... I'm pausing my recording. He's saying he is able to read others' minds.
To other people's minds.
Has Q gotten a face here yet? No, that's fine.
I know the thoughts and ideas that go through their heads. That's why I know exactly what Phi is trying to do right now.
Which is?
Step away from that device, Phi.
Huh.
Then, when we blocked the injection...
He knew you were doing...
I saw through your ruse.
Okay, never mind.
Then why did you...
I wanted all of you to play the final decision game.
What is the final decision
The
game?
final? decision game?
Yes, what is it?
I find human decisions fascinating.
Is that why you did this whole thing?
More specifically, the world branching that occurs as a result. I already mentioned that I am unable to shift.
Sorry again.
But after looking inside millions of minds, I learned one thing.
And that is?
There are people in this world with the ability to jump between histories. That shifters exist.
Mm-hmm.
Hence, why I know so
And Fi is your
much
sister
about these
as well,
parallel
by the way.
worlds.
You did all this? Because you were curious?
Damn, okay.
When a person does something significant, it's difficult to boil the reason down to one word. Their motives are often very complex. It is the same now. To fulfill several objectives, it was necessary to trap.
So
all
you
of
needed to guarantee the spread of Radical 6.
So why did you do
You
it?
needed to punish Mira.
You want
You
to
need
know?
to know. You needed to. Yes.
It is so you give birth to Phi and myself, Diana.
Oh.
What do you mean?
This whole thing was to guarantee your
Phi
existence.
and I are the children of Diana and Sigma.
Phi is.
Wait. They're children?
November 16th, 2029. Phi and I were born in this
You're
shelter.
talking in past tense about a future date.
This was another history, of course.
Yeah, future. It's another future, bro.
Shortly after, the atomic data that makes up our bodies was transported to April 1904.
And why is Phi not old like
Transporter
you?
was located in a German research facility at that time. Our bodies reconstructed and regenerated in the export pods at that facility.
But that would mean you're actually.
I'm 124.
Damn.
You're joking.
But Phi is.
A German researcher sent her to 2008.
Mm-hmm.
Records indicate that she was part of an experiment.
You're saying Phi jumped back in time from 2029 to the year 1904?
And then jump back to
and
2008.
then forward again to 2008?
But what happened to the Phi that was left in 2008?
What was sent both times was simply the data makeup of Phi's
So what
body.
happened to the original
I
Phi?
heard that in 2008, the device was being studied in an American facility.
That's when an old couple who were researchers took me in.
We've gone off topic. But yes, that was one of the major goals. Everything that occurred here helped create Phi and myself. And when I say that, I am including all of the other histories.
So all the histories are
If
necessary.
I hadn't trapped the group of you here,
So
then
every single
Phi
thing
and
that
I
happened
would have
is
never been
necessary.
born in our current forms.
Oh my god. Okay.
Your current forms?
Sean, you should already know
Yes.
about epigenetics.
Please don't remind me about work in my
You
fun
see,
time.
environmental factors determine
Oh,
which
no.
switches are activated within the genetic code. Reproductive cells are the same. Or perhaps I should say that the reproductive cells are the ones most affected.
Are they? Why?
Oh.
Is it just because?
I get it.
Is it because of the?
That's why you made Diana and Sigma play the decision game.
What do you mean?
By backing them into a crisis.
Oh, you activated the epigenetic markers within their gene code to ensure that they would pass on heavily psychic material, right?
Situation? He caused an epigenetic change
Yeah.
within their reproductive cells. I think that's why their children were born with unique powers.
Gold Star. This is the reason I have my mind hacking.
Look, every time you say mind hacking, I just think of the awful, but also very importantly, very important to me Xbox game Mind Jack from like 2009 or something. Because that's what they call it in Mind Jack. That game is horrible, but it's a very important game to me, and you can take over the minds of people as you're playing the game. I don't want to get into it, it's just, I can't take, every time you say mind hacking, that's all I think about. I can't take you that seriously if you keep saying mind hacking.
Phi was affected as well. You were born a shifter. DT, do you recall what was written on your wall?
When curious hate oozes calamity.
Yeah, please solve the anagrams.
Rearranging the letters gives you...
I have no idea.
No way.
Akane,
What
obviously.
you choose can materialize us.
Our decisions will bring you to life.
That is why the decision games were held. So that the Phi and me, here and now, would materialize exactly the way we are.
So he did everything to ensure that there was so much
I get
crisis
why you had to have
DNA.
Diana and Sigma go through life or death decisions.
But what about
the
us?
rest of us?
No, they
Had
all
nothing to
have
do
something
with-
to do.
I already told you my motives.
He did a compound experiment to ensure the birth of himself and Phi, as well as ensure the spread of Radical 6, as well as punish the serial killer that resulted in Sean dying, as well as he did everything to accomplish like 30 goals at once.
What? Wait, there's more?
What?
Fuck you, you goddamn old man!
What? No!
Bro, she's actually cool with it. But don't know. We all know that he. Okay, no, we don't all know. He can hack your mind, not just. No, don't pick up the gun. Who gave it to Eric? Don't.
It's over.
Stop picking. Stop giving this gun to Eric. Stop it.
What?
Diana, take this. Put it in. Your bluebird, too.
It's ready.
Press the button.
Verified. Key items were set. Executing Force Quit program. 10 minutes until explosion.
Yeah, that's what I expected.
What?
Oh no! The hell? What is this?
Hey, answer me! What's with that announcement?
Must I explain? This shelter will soon explode.
And all of us will
You've
die.
worked so hard, only to turn on this facility's self-destruct mechanism.
Uh-huh.
Sean, access the central control computer.
It's no use. Once the Force Quit program has been activated,
It cannot be deactivated,
there is
okay.
no possible way for you to reverse it.
Then what can we do?
I will tell you two good things. First, I suggest checking behind the bar counter.
Oh. No!
What?
Why would you?
Gab.
What the
Gab's been.
Oh no, that's fucked up.
Did you kill Gab?
Yes, with the shotgun you're holding.
Why?
There wasn't much life left in him anyway.
You monster!
I never expected to hear that coming from you, Sean.
So what's the other thing? You had two things
But why'd
to
you
tell
kill
us.
Gab?
I have the ability to
know that.
But I have not told you everything about it. Reading other people's thoughts isn't the only
Yes,
thing
that's
I
more
can
of just
do
like
with
a mind
hacking.
skim. The hack part.
It only lasts a moment. But I am able to control someone's body as I wish. Like this.
And he just made Eric shoot him. Ah.
Eric! Why?
No, for real, my finger just...
Mind hacking.
Bro, you just took a point-blank shot from a fucking, what looks like a 12 gauge. You're not talking still.
So, let's begin. Your final decision game.
Which is?
You have two choices.
I don't think so, buddy. Like, there's just a straight line here.
One, to stay here and wait to die. The other is... The other...
What?
Hey! What's the other option? What's the other option?
Oh my god.
Minutes until explosion.
What should we do?
What about the X door?
And how exactly should we open it? Unless 6 people die, it's gonna stay closed. Or should we start killing each other now?
That would be stupid.
Mira?
I have an idea.
Yes, Akane, please save us.
We're going to shift, all of us. Together.
Eric and Mira can't shift.
Hey, hold on. Like jumping to another history?
But Eric and
I'm sure it will be fine. Remember what I said? Human consciousness may be a result of quantum effects in the brain.
Yeah, may. That's a very important word
You
there.
said if certain conditions are met, we can also...
Maybe.
What are the conditions?
First, you need to be exposed to danger.
And you need to be in
And the other one is
the presence of a lot of psychic
Be in the
energy.
vicinity of a group of shifters.
A lot of psychic energy.
We'll resonate, and then Mira and Eric can...
But which history are we going to jump to?
To the coin
None
flip.
of the similar histories will work. One team is likely to be dead after the vote.
And we can't shift if there are no bodies for us to jump to, right?
To the coin flip.
Then we need to jump to where all of us are alive.
Mm-hmm.
When we're all alive.
Oh, to when we're outside the base.
Do you mean...
The history, where we won the coin toss.
Mm-hmm. All the way back to the beginning.
3 minutes until explosion.
I'm not sure I get it all, but it's a good idea.
Mira.
Saying there's no way we could
I don't want to take you
Why
with
not?
me. Eric
Shift
can
isn't
come.
simply jumping into bodies in different histories.
Our consciousnesses swap places. Ours for theirs.
We'll be forcing our other selves into these bodies, and they'll die without knowing why.
Yeah, and what's wrong with that?
What?
Well, they're all living without a care off in another history. yeah?
Akane thinks the same as you.
One time,
It's just how it works.
they do the coin toss once and win? Don't you think that's unfair?
Mira, you're saying they, but we're talking about ourselves here.
Well, we should consider if those people really are us.
That is also a very good consideration. Yes, they're not you.
If we assume that we here are the true versions,
there are no
then
true versions. You are
the us
different
and the other
versions.
history are essentially strangers. Even
you just
more
have
of a reason
yourself.
not to.
If we shift to that history, then we're tossing the others under the bus to save ourselves.
The us in that history have done nothing wrong. I mean, the only thing they did was win at a coin toss.
You could say the same for us.
Yes.
The only thing we did was lose a coin toss. Even so, we've had to go through so much shit. We've been forced to put our lives on the line.
Besides, aren't the bodies in the other histories
No,
ours
they're not. They're
anyway?
different people. If you consider
Then
it that
why
way.
should we second guess ourselves?
Huh.
I don't know what I'm gonna pick first.
We're out of time. I'll say it again. We have two choices. We can stay here and wait for our deaths, or survive by sacrificing
I
our
actually
other
don't know
selves
what
in
I'm gonna
another
pick
history.
first. Like,
So that's what that bastard meant. The final decision game.
well, I think I know what I'm doing. Final decision game, final dice roll. Odd number, I stay here. Even number, I shut the fuck out. Give me my number, bro. Oh no, my dice. I got even. We're shifting. I rolled a 4. Diana, you've been through a lot. I'm gonna go with you. Pay off too.
Damn, I can't remember anything.
Me neither.
Neither can I.
It somehow feels like I made a bet with someone, but
Someone?
What kind of bet?
Did we all forget what happened?
Hey, could I ask all of you something? Who is this kid?
Bow.
Did we do it?
We're not wearing the bracelets, so I don't know the time. But
Judging by the position of the sun, it's probably noonish.
Yeah.
And the date?
We don't
How
know.
would I know?
But no, I think you guys
Hey,
are
Mira.
out.
Eric, do you remember me?
Yeah.
I definitely remember you.
Yes. Now
we
again,
really
we
did.
need to kill Mira.
Oh, must have worked.
We need to kill Mira.
Life is unfair. Don't you think?
Again, why is killing Gab
Bastard.
important?
17 years ago, a snail traveled down a narrow path in the park. If that snail hadn't been there, perhaps all of you here would have lived a completely different life than you did. Just one small snail, and everyone's lives, even the world, changed.
So, what's the big deal?
Ugh, would you just quit talking nonsense?
Gab. Come on.
I'm so glad you were safe.
Of course we were. You all have shifted in.
Why
from
did you
another
kill
history.
Gab? Whatever. We gotta call the cops.
And what exactly will that
Yeah,
accomplish?
the calling the
Isn't
cops
it
isn't gonna do
obvious?
anything.
We're throwing you in the slammer.
And my crime?
Murder.
Murder? I see. But I haven't killed anyone.
Yeah, and they're not gonna believe us.
Specifically, in this history, not a single person has died. I strongly doubt the police would listen.
But in the other histories, you...
Did you not pay attention? I don't have the ability to shift.
He just planned everything.
The only reason I know anything of those histories is because I mind hacked you. In effect, the me you know is a different person than the one before you. Can I be charged for killing someone in another history? If so, then I'd say this world would be full of criminals of all kinds.
What about conspiracy to commit?
Yeah. I'm betting this history's got a bunch of dangerous machines and gimmicks all over the shelter.
Unfortunately, I have removed them all. You've slept for quite a while. Nothing is left in the shelter. No transporter, no quantum computer. Loaded into a truck.
A truck!
Taken away.
A single truck!
Sean is able to move right now due to radio signals received
Radio,
from a
you're
satellite.
that has so much latency. Sean is gonna be
But
like
aren't you happy? I say
hampered for the
again,
rest of his life.
In this history, not a single person has died. Phi and I exist, and there will never be an outbreak of Radical 6. There is only a bright future ahead for all of us.
Oh my god.
Is this not what you'd call a happy
Oh, what
end?
about the... Huh? Oh, my controller's running out of battery. Sorry about that interruption. But yes, no, I would call... Honestly, yeah, I would call this a happy end. Yeah. We prevented Radical 6. The only thing on my mind is that religious fanatic that's gonna kill all of humanity. Like, what about him? What about that religious fanatic guy, huh?
But according to you, all of mankind will die if time passes and nothing is done.
Yes, that's also important.
Religious fanatic. A terrorist attack that sparks a nuclear war.
I heard this story. You said you released Radical 6 so that you could kill that person.
The me before you did not say that, but
Also, yeah, what's
I
the deal
can't
with,
deny
like,
it's
free the
true.
soul and everything?
Radical 6 won't spread throughout the world in this history.
Oh no.
That means that fanatic guy won't die.
Wait, so now humans will go extinct?
Oh, no, it's not a good
Hey.
ending.
Where's that happy future you mentioned?
interesting. Does that make you angry, Phi?
What?
If so, then we have a serious contradiction. I had prepared a future in another history where 2 billion would
Oh
survive.
my god.
Yet, you decided to jump to this history. That means you chose a future where humanity goes extinct, over 6 billion dead.
No, you're wrong, Delta.
Why?
Nothing in the future has been determined yet. We'll shape the future with our own hands.
Huh. You said something I can get behind, Carlos.
I think so too.
I agree.
Okay, me too.
No, you stay out of this. No, you stay out of this.
You're right.
Mira.
The future has infinite possibilities.
If we work together, we can accomplish anything.
Humanity's gonna die out? Screw that.
We'll definitely change that horrible future.
What's so funny?
Just that.
What the hell do you mean?
I'm sure I told you in another history that my motives are complex. Imagine, what if none of you had experienced the events that occurred in the shelter?
Yeah.
You're so determined now to
So
change
you're saying
the
that we can
future.
only save humanity because of what you
One
did
of
to
the
us?
goals of all of this was to get
I mean, hey,
you
if you managed to
into
get that frame of mind for Mira, maybe
It's all
this whole thing
going
was
according to plan.
worth it. Look, man,
without a single casualty.
you're kind of an asshole, but I can
Create
respect
a
it.
future where mankind will be saved. Does that upset you?
Not really, I'm
Are
fucking
you
beaming.
angry that your life was played with? Very well. I will give all of you one last choice. With that gun there, you will be able to choose whether to kill me now or allow me to leave. I promise I won't use mind hacking on you. You are free to decide.
What do I want? No
What shall
random
it be?
chance. I'm not doing any random chance. in
Pull
this
the
sense.
trigger.
What do I
or
want?
let me go. The fates of you, me, and mankind are all on the line. This is the decision game.
I think I know what I want. Yeah. Am I gonna... Oh, no. No, I don't get anything else. That... I still have to go back and get the bad ending. I should probably gotten the bad ending first, but whatever. I was so fun at the time. To just... oh my gosh. Wow, okay. Well, we'll see if there's any more, but assuming that's like the quote-unquote true ending of the game, assuming that... That was amazing. I now, retroactively, once again, like VLR a lot. This is the thing I said at the beginning of... Again, maybe I'll be proven wrong. Let me just... But let me tell you my thoughts right now. I'm hopeful right now. Let me just stay a little hopeful for a bit. Let me just ruin it. Maybe there's like another half an hour and I'm gonna get pissed off again. That was a conclusion. I like that a lot. Finally, we have managed to create a timeline, a single timeline where everybody is alive. Mira is like, whatever. Maybe she'll bring herself around. Redemption can be in store for anybody. Whatever. But we've created a timeline where we can stop Radical 6 and the bombing. That's all I've wanted this whole time. I'm so sorry that so much of, like, this had to happen, but you know, that's just how the thing unravels. Is the whole situation is you have to decide what you're sacrificing, what you're not sacrificing in order to create the future you want. And if you look around yourself and realize that in the world there are problems and that things are leading to a negative thing, we unfortunately as humans don't have the power to time travel. You have to realize it's like, yeah, you have to choose what to sacrifice and not for, like, the future. All of these characters had to be traumatized, unfortunately, to put them in this state of mind, equip them with the knowledge and the ability and the drive to stop the world from dying. That's how it is currently. I'll give my final thoughts. Huh? I can't skip this. Is it that I can't actually skip it, or is it that my controller's dead? Sometimes my controller's dead, and I never realized that it's dead. But, okay. I've clicked, and I'm assuming... Okay, click, enter, escape, cool. I just can't skip it, cool. That's fine. I'll keep talking. But yeah, wow, that was something. It's gonna be kind of funny anticlimactic to go back and see the bad ending, but whatever. That's a decision I made. I'm kind of looking forward to the anticlimax. But yeah, Ooh, this music's good. Kind of reminds me like kind of Ace Attorney vibes, honestly. Like Rise from the Ashes vibes. If I'm getting my points across. Anyway. Yeah, this was good. I really like this. Oh my gosh, this was an amazing conclusion so far. Maybe they'll fuck it up in like the next... I need to make sure that there's nothing left before I give my final verdict. But my preliminary verdict is that I love this. And it was a really good like conclusion. The character of Delta came out of nowhere, which to me was a good thing. Because it's kind of... skip ahead like maybe 30 seconds if you don't want to get spoiled for the Danganronpa series. I really want to talk about the Danganronpa series. Skip ahead like 30-40 seconds. I'll move my mouse like this for a little bit. Never mind. It's screw it. Yeah. Screw it. Don't skip ahead. I'll talk about it at the end of the video. I'll dedicate this dedicated like spoiler section at the very end before I end my recording. I'm gonna compare this to the Danganronpa series in a way, but I'll talk about that later. I don't want to have the credits end and then be like, oh no, wait, there's a cutscene and people might be skipping and whatever. Anyway, but yeah, the character of Delta, very interesting to me. I don't know when he was there, when he wasn't. I'm looking forward to going back and looking either through my footage or through other people's footage and seeing like when Q has been addressed and when Sean has been addressed and under what name, or has it always just been who's this kid or whatever? Because I want to know why I called him Q. Well, thank you very much, Zero Escape Star, for making this game. I very much enjoyed it. Well, final decision. Finish CQD N2. Okay, cool. Completed. Coincide. All sections cleared. Well, we save. I've officially played this game for longer than a day. Now, we picked Q team, and then we picked D team, now we picked C team. Okay, well, let's look at this flowchart. There's one thing left. Well, for now, just one thing left. And it's to come here and choose to kill ourselves. And also, I want to go through all the files. Come on. Okay, cool. Ooh, okay, cool. Let's see. Do I want to read these now? I'll read these after I go through this. I'll read these as the last thing I do. They're still unread, right? Okay, it starts at the other fight. It starts at the other fight. Cool.
Well,
Cool. We are not shifting, and we're just gonna game over. Don't shift. Ah, Mira, please yourself. Well, they all seem to be like going out accepting their fates, which I can get behind. I'm glad it's not like a fuck you asshole kind of situation. And the wildlife and ecology were utterly decimated. Just because it's a desert doesn't mean nothing lives there. Game over, yeah. D team subject will clear all D team fragments. Q team subject will cure all Q team CT. Collect all trophies, clear all okay, cool. Well, can you even get these achievements separately? Like, is that possible? Because it kind of feels like, I mean, no, if you don't shift, then you'll get all. It kind of feels like you'll always get those three at the same time. Anyway, now where are we going? Where are we going? I want to pick somewhere nice to go. Where are we going? I like C team. Let's stick with C team. And yeah, let's go here into the game room. No, that's not the game room. Where's this? Okay, cool. We go here. Cool. We wait until the nice guitar song starts. Okay.
Right.
Okay, where does the nice guitar song?
Is true.
What about
Okay, cool. Now we read through these. Let's read through the files. Cool. Let me just get set up. The other Phi. Baby Phi was indeed transported from 1904 to 2008, but a Phi also remained in 1904. Whatever happened to that Phi? Rumor is she became a brilliant scientist and worked at a research facility in the US well into her hundreds. The facility was researching the transporter, and that's where the Phi from 1904 is sent. Okay. Okay. Okay, instead of order obtained, what happens if we sort it by room? I'm gonna leave it as obtained. Okay. Post payoff Carlos 1. A day is bright and clear. A girl in a white dress strolls along the beach, the wind tossing her long blonde hair playfully. Up until half a year ago, she had been confined to her bed. Carlos's eyes still tear up every time he sees her smile. Come on, Carlos, you don't have to help me. That's the point of my rehab. Oh, you're right. Sorry, Maria. Carlos brushes her hair out of her face. Definitely not the summer sun that's making him act out of sorts. It's the fact that his sister is standing before him. Maria grins up at him. What would Akane and Junpei say if he saw you being all fussy like this? It's fine. They understand how important you are to me. But you and Junpei put your lives on the line. That was a different history, but going through that means you know how to treat reverie syndrome. Can't believe you have the ability to jump through space-time. I'm just glad you're able to control it now. It's all because Carlos met Akane and Junpei that Maria was able to recover. He wishes he could show them just how well she's doing. You're thinking about them right now, aren't you, Carlos? What makes you say that? Because you're smiling. Carlos closes his eyes as his unconscious smile turns fond. They're just about your age. It kind of feels like I gained a brother and another sister. You are going to their wedding? Oh my gosh, they're getting married? That's so wonderful. Yeah, and you're coming with me. There's something Carlos needs to do first. Back when the three of them parted ways. I'll be waiting to hear word from you when you locate that terrorist. Carlos held his right hand towards Akane and Junpei, and the other two grabbed onto it with their own. There was no way of knowing if Delta was telling the truth, but if he was, one fanatic would kill off all of humanity. Akane and Junpei vowed to find this person, and Carlos offered to help. He can still feel the strong bond between the three of them, their hands clasped together tightly. I suppose I better get used to talking more before the wedding, huh? Holding her hair out of her face, Maria reaches out to her brother, who takes her hand in his, and they continue walking down the beach. The same blue sky above them stretches over friends Carlos knows he can rely on. Lovely story. Kane and Junpei, yes, tell me! Junpei sits up on a white sofa somewhere within the secret location of Crash Keys, twiddling a pen and sighing. What else should I say? Lying on the table in front of him is a half-written letter. Suddenly, Akane pops up behind him. What are you doing, Junpei? She playfully teases. Ah! Junpei dives for the letter, but she snatches it from his fingers and begins reading. Let's see. Carlos, without you, Akane and I would have never gotten together. Thank you. Is this an invitation to the wedding? No, it's most definitely not. He makes a grab for the paper, but Akane quickly moves it out of his reach. It's just a progress report, Junpei mutters. Okay, yeah, I mentioned the wedding, but the date hasn't been set yet. I made a promise to you and your brother. We wouldn't get married until we've dealt with the fanatic. Kane's face flushes bright red. She hastily hides her face behind the letter and goes back to reading. I'd like nothing more than to get the approval and blessing of our old friend and those of you we met 6 months ago. Eyes wide, Akane glanced up at Junpei. He avoids her gaze, awkwardly scratching the back of his head. You know, there's a history where I keep searching for you even after I'm old and craggly. It still exists out there somewhere. And when I think of that, Sharp pain jolts through Junpei's face. Akane is pinching his cheek. Ow, that hurts. What are you doing? To prove that to you that this isn't a dream, Akane goes. You still can't believe we're together like this? Junpei shakes his head. You've changed a lot, Junpei. A half year ago, you were never this honest. It's like... How do I want to describe it? Like a dream? Huh? Junpei leans in and quickly pinches Akane. Oh, now you've done it. She darts forward and goes after Junpei with both hands, getting in a pinch whenever she can, and Junpei does the same. Once they start laughing, it's very hard to stop, and they keep going until they're out of breath. I guess this is all thanks to Carlos too. That's why I'm writing that thank you letter. On Akane's left hand, a ring glitters on her alluring finger. Beautiful. Well, 3 pages dedicated to these guys. Hey Mira, how are you feeling? Are you lonely? Come on, Eric, you visited last week. Eric smiles wryly and reaches out to Mira with his left hand. Mira does the same, and their hands with matching silver rings align on either side of the plexiglass window. Mira's in jail! For life, probably. I brought a new guest here to see you today. Eric shifts to the side and a head pops into view. You're... Hey Mira, long time no see. It's Shaw, right? Yep, I'm happy you remembered. Behind Mira, the sun is shining through an iron-barred window, lighting up the visitor room. It's been a long time, Sean. It's good to see you. The smile that appears on her face is real. Mira no longer needs to plaster on a fake one. When I turned yourself in, I was really surprised. Eric was the one who convinced me. He said I should pay for my sins so we could be together. So that's why you got married in jail. Harry ducks his head shyly. Are you sure you're okay with this? Mira asks. He looks at her in confusion. Okay, and the one for Pi and Sigma was here. Well, the Phi just gets a little bit, okay. Don't you regret marrying me? I did carve out your hearts in another history. Isn't it what you said, Sean? Yeah, you did. Eric looks Mira straight in the eye. I've already told you this a bunch of times. I forgive you. No matter what happens. Besides, you haven't killed me in this history yet, right? Yet. Mira's lips twist wryly. But the Heart Ripper's killed so many people already. So many. Sean, stop it. Eric turns angrily on Sean, but Mira's face falls into a frown, but Sean continues speaking. You turned yourself in, Mira, but it doesn't mean you've paid for all the crimes you did. I doubt the family and friends that were left behind would forgive you even if you were put on death row. There's no way you can clear your sins here. Mira grits her teeth. But there is a way to clear them. Well, not what you've already done, technically. You'll have to pay for those your whole life. That will never change. Maybe you can in another universe. Suddenly Sean's fist crashes through the plexiglass window. Ah! Mira jumps backward while Eric is frozen in shock. What are you? Eric can't even finish speaking before Sean moves, jumping through the broken window. He kicks the outside wall of the visitor room, causing it to crumble and reveal a giant hole. An alarm immediately starts blaring and police officers rush into the room. But Sean darts forward and takes them all down in a blink of an eye. He holds out his hand to Mira. Let's go! Go where? I know where the transporter is being stored. You're saying we could go change history? Sean nods. Stop young Mira from committing murder. Mira, I'm pretty sure that's the only way you can clear your sins. Mira stares out through the hole in the wall at the horizon extending beyond. Is that it? No, do I... And this?
Junpei.
I want to see, if I go to a timeline where... Let me see. I want to try one last thing. This might not make sense. If it doesn't make sense, I'm not even going to explain myself because it's way too complex. If it does, I will explain myself. But if I go here to here, excuse me. I just want to go here, and I want to just fast forward. Just again, if this doesn't make sense, it's all right. Let's see. Again, as I'm saying, if this doesn't make sense, it's alright. Okay. Now, let's see. So I have a lot to think about first, but I just want to, again, I'll just go here, just take a look at something. Okay. Anyway, so let's talk. I love this. If I'm just gonna scan the thing while I slowly do this, if I'm not missing anything, and this is truly like the final, if this is truly like the end of the game, and I'm not missing anything, I got all the achievements, I got everything, then I love this. This was amazing. This was a conclusion that this was the conclusion that I wanted. This has also retroactively made me like Virtue's Last Reward more. Virtue's Last Reward, as I've said, while I was playing it, it was on its way to becoming one of my favorite games of all time. And the ending disappointed me so badly that the whole game was kind of a bit soured in my opinion. Like, I'm going from, like, it went from becoming like a 10 out of 10 game for me to going to like an 8 out of 10 game for me. It was that drastic. I don't like usually giving number scores, but I just wanted to like try and illustrate it. But anyway, this ending now, it was lovely because like yeah, like this Delta guy, he set this whole thing up, and he was kind of crude and more vulgar than the other Zeros, as I said. But like he managed to actually like do something where it kind of seems like a happy ending is possible, and that we were able to stop the like the actual horrid stuff from happening, and maybe we'll be able to stop this religious fanatic as well. That's left open for interpretation, but you know, at the end of the day, it's fine that it's open for interpretation. That to me is fine. It's also fine that like we don't know whether they killed Delta or not. To me, it kind of suggests that they did kill him. I don't know. That is completely like unremarked upon, which is fine. But it's fascinating. It's amazing. I love this. I love this game so much. Out of all of the Zero Escape games, this is probably the weakest. I don't mean that to try and insult this game. It's just that 999 was so special and amazing. And then Virtue's Last Reward was just overall, just now I can say it. It feels like there's been a weight lifted off my shoulders. I can finally accept that I love Virtue's Last Reward. Virtue's Last Reward was fucking fantastic. I want to replay Virtue's Last Reward because I loved that game so much. That game was beautiful. That game I loved. There was like, oh, that game was just amazing. I loved Virtue's Last Reward. That was so good. Zero Time Dilemma. It had a lot of interesting aspects, but puzzle rooms were very weak. They were still fun. You don't really get a lot of like escape room puzzles done in this style in a lot of other places. But it was still very fun in the sense that like what I'm trying to say. The puzzle were fine, but I expected more, and they were the weakest puzzles out of the whole lot of the trilogy. Yeah, the puzzles kind of left me a bit disappointed. Some of them were just there was just nothing really that like intriguing or challenging or like, you know, riddle. Not okay. I don't want to say riddle because riddle has the implication that like you can't logic it out, kind of. But no, it's like the puzzles in Virtue's Last Reward. I can't even remember the ones from 999 that much. Maybe the ones from 999 won't hold up in my estimations as well as the ones from Virtue's Last Reward even. But let's just compare them to VLR. The ones from VLR were just so well designed, and the alternate solutions, which were the things that stood out to me most, were so like to me. I loved seeking them out. I loved following a minor thread of logic and being shocked that it panned out and being like, oh my gosh, it was actually that. It was beautiful. I loved the whole system of the gold files and Virtue's Last Reward. I loved like reading ahead and finding the secrets of plot points about to happen. I saw some people later being like, don't read the gold files until you're done with it. No, dude, that's silly, stupid. I want to read them. I loved reading them. Immediately after I finished the room, I would read those files, and it was so fun to read. Like, I was like, oh my god, wait, we're gonna get that? That's great. But yeah, so the one thing I really liked about this game, at the beginning I thought it maybe was kind of weird, but eventually it really grew on me and I grew to love it. And I kind of feel like if I go back to the other games, I'm gonna miss the cinematic nature of this game. The camera angles, the way they did the movies and cutscenes with this game was beautiful. It was lovely. I just liked it a lot. Like, maybe when I go back to 999 or VLR, or even if I go back to like I don't know, but I feel like maybe I'll be like, no, I want the camera angles, like especially with VLR, because 999 at least has its charm where it's like, you know, it's all hand drawn, not hand. I don't know if it's hand drawn, if that's the right thing, but it's 2D. You know, it's sprite art, it's 2D sprite art. VLR is in a weird state where it's like it's all 3D models, but they're still doing the visual novel thing where they're just standing in blank space. But no, it also has its charm where like you have the still images of the 3D models. That's also pretty cool. I loved this game's aesthetic though. It was really good. I liked actually seeing the characters walking around and interacting with each other. It gave everything like a bit more sense of like violence and a lot of things and like intimacy and stuff like that. I love the story, I love the developments, I love the plot twists, I love all the unexpected things that it went. I loved how it delved into like deep topics. Again, this game is fantastic. It was amazing. When I say it's the weakest out of the trilogy for me, I don't mean that in any sense that this game is in any way not amazing. I loved it. It's absolutely amazing. This whole trilogy, now that I finished it, has done nothing but make me amazed and happy. I am utterly delighted to have played it. I'm utterly delighted to have finished it. For years, I was scared of playing this game because I thought it would disappoint me, and now I have a massive smile plastered across my face, and I can... Unless I've missed anything, let me go through this shit again. Have I missed anything? I do not think so. Unless I have missed anything, which I do not think so. These two endings were funny. Just like yellow endings. Okay, cool. I can, with like, in final conclusion, say I have loved the Zero Escape trilogy, and it is probably one of my favorite video game series I've ever played. They were all wonderful. This conclusion has rounded it out to me being able to finally say that I love it, and I am just so happy. I am looking forward to going into online communities because I know this game's not popular for some reason. For some reason it's not popular. I don't know why, but it's like I'm looking forward to going in and talking and arguing. And final thing I wanted to say, I wanted to leave this right. Oh wait, no. Before I say the final thing, next game on my channel. So I've been thinking of what I want to do for my next game on my channel. Way back in the past, in the first year when I started my channel, I was doing like 2 games at once. Maybe I'll try that again, maybe not, I don't know. I really want to play, what's it called? Let me not say a false name to get people's, let me not say like a false name to like get people excited for no reason. Let me just actually find out the name of the thing that I want to do before I... Just give me like 2 seconds before I like say something wrong. Okay, next game that I probably want to play on my channel is a game called Your Turn to Die, Death Game by Majority. I know nothing about that game. I know absolutely zero. I have actually no clue what that game even entails. But I have been very earnestly asked by some people to play it. So, I will. But on top of that, before I took my big 1.5 year long hiatus in that stretch from 2020, like late 2021 to early last year, I was playing Amori. I was like 4 or 5 episodes into an Amori Let's Play. I want to revisit that Omori Let's Play. I want to finish that game. I was enjoying it a lot. So yeah, I'm just letting any audience know that yes, I will be playing Your Turn to Die next on my channel, and at some point in the future I will also be playing Omori, and I might be doing these two concurrently by alternating episodes, like I did in the past when I was doing some other games, like yeah, I was doing 999 and like Deadly Premonition for a while as well. But yeah, now everybody, thank you very much for watching. This has been an amazing, amazing, amazing adventure. I didn't think I was going to finish the game today. I was just sitting down, I was like, yeah, I'll record a short session. I was scared for the game to end, but now that it's over, I'm like, no, that was done perfectly. I'm overjoyed. Honestly, I'm very happy. Now, as the final thing I'll say in this game, I want to compare some aspects of this game to Danganronpa. I'm leaving it for last so that anybody who cares about Danganronpa spoilers, I'll be talking about the whole series. Anybody who cares about Danganronpa spoilers, please, like, you can stop watching now. Everything from this point onwards until the end of the video will be just comparison to Danganronpa. So, for Danganronpa, one thing I really liked about this game was that the zero in this game. So one thing I really liked about Danganronpa. Let me just talk about Danganronpa first. Sorry, let me get my thoughts straight. So something I really liked about Danganronpa was that in Danganronpa 1, you're trying to go through the whole game trying to find out who the mastermind is. Who is the person that has put you into this situation? While you're going through that situation, you figure out at some point that the mastermind is Junko Enoshima, one of the people who you were with, you were locked in with from the beginning of the game, but who was a person, but the person who you thought was Junko at the beginning was not the real Junko, and she was hiding. So the mastermind of that game was somebody who was basically. The point I'm trying to make is, in Danganronpa 1, the mastermind of the game was somebody who you never actually had any access or interaction with, who you never talked to, and she was separate from you the entire game, and she was just somebody off in the distance that you were not interacting with. And the whole twist was that realizing, oh, this person who you thought was this person was actually the mastermind, but the second twist is that even though she is the mastermind, it's not even the real Junko. Oh, that's the whole thing. Then in the second game, once again, trying to figure out who's the mastermind. In that game, it turns out you're all the mastermind. Every single person trapped in there basically erased all their memories, and we're like, okay, we're gonna do this to ourselves, basically, so that we can try and like revive Junko Enoshima. And so that we can revive Junko Enoshima. And so you figure out that the mastermind was like kind of a weird mixture of all of you guys, but also not the same people you were, because now you've lost your memories. And also then it turns out that it's not just that, it's you also been forced into the simulation by like people who are like the good guys from the first game, who are forcing you into becoming good guys. Like, it's a whole mishmash. And again, it once again turns out that the mastermind like isn't somebody that's actually part of the group. And then in the final game, V3, what I really liked is, for the first time, it's actually what they did. What they literally, for the first time since in the whole Danganronpa series, in the final game, they finally made it so that the mastermind of the game was part of the group from the very beginning and just hidden. And it was amazing. When Tsumugi Shirogane turns out to be the mastermind of Danganronpa V3, you know, there's other extraneous circumstances, whatever, but she turns out to be like the mastermind behind everything. She was part of the group from the very beginning. She was like just a normal student. It wasn't like some copy of her or like somebody else or whatever. She was just there. I really like that. I like that they find that she was like part of us from the very beginning. Now, I've done a very big summary there, and again, as I said, anybody, just feel free to skip this just because I'm rambling, and I'm gonna ramble. I'm just getting my thoughts out. What I liked about it is because this game reminded me of that, because it's kind of the inverse with Zero Escape. In the first game of Zero Escape, it turns out that the Zero is Akane the whole time. And she was part of us the whole time, and she was just like, she was the mastermind, she was Zero, she was with us the whole time, and once it's figured out, like, she like disappears and she's like, aha, I am Zero, Lamau. And so it's like, with Zero Escape, it went the inverse direction. The first game had it so that the mastermind was part of the group the whole time. The second game had it so that the mastermind was part of the group the whole time somewhat, but also it was somebody who didn't remember being the mastermind, which was Sigma. Sigma was Zero, but he also didn't remember being Zero, and basically did some wishy-washy stuff to like make sure he forgot. And the final game, it turned out that the mastermind was somebody completely like unrelated that you didn't know about and you had no clue about, and was distant from you, and he was like, no, but I am the mastermind, I just did it. I really liked that. I liked this parallel. I don't think it's intentional. I know the creator of Zero Escape and Danganronpa are friends, and I know they've worked, I think, the game AI Somnium Files, which I'm definitely going to play in the future, because it's kind of like, I've heard, like a spiritual successor to Zero Escape, maybe. I know like they did work together and stuff, but I don't think they did it like that on purpose whatsoever, but I just like the fact that it's kind of inverse, where Danganronpa starts unknown person, known people, but forgotten memories, and part of the group as their mastermind, and Zero Escape is part of the group, known person but forgotten memories, and then unknown person as their mastermind. It's like inverse. That's it. That's the comparison to Danganronpa I wanted to give. Anyway, it's time to wrap this up. Everybody, thank you very much. This has been an amazing Let's Play. It kind of feels like a chapter has closed on the... I don't know. It's kind of feels like a chapter has closed in the era of my YouTube channel. Sounds like kind of a pompous thing because I have no presence and I do this as a hobby for fun. I have no following. But I think of it this way because, as I said, I do this as a hobby for fun, and I'm just, I don't know. This channel has been with me through many parts of my life now, many different distinct parts of my life, all in university, but still very different. I was a very different person when I started this channel versus where I am now, and I was a very different person in the middle of this channel versus where I am now, and I was a very different person when I took my hiatus versus when I am now. And I don't know. I started 999 as I think like my third or fourth game on this channel. I'm pretty sure it was my third game ever on this channel, and it was I feel like rounding out the Zero Escape series has put an end to this chapter. I don't know how to explain it. It's just like that. And whatever happens going forward, I don't know. Feels a little fresh to me. Everybody, thank you very much for joining me. This is my Let's Play of Zero Time Dilemma. Final game of the Zero Escape trilogy. I wish it wasn't. This was amazing. Well, no, I shouldn't say that. It was a perfect conclusion. I'm just greedy. Goodbye.